Hello everybody, update for the Xerxes Pi. We're in KiCad right now, and I'm going to do a 3D exploration view to show you guys what the next prototype is going to look like. So as I perhaps mentioned before, we're going to be consolidating the USB into this USB-C port, and we've also added 2 mount points on the front, something that some of you have asked for. So that makes for a total of 6 mount points. Everything kind of looks the same, except you'll see that we actually flipped over the USB and Ethernet. They used to be on the same side as the compute module was mounted on. But the problem is that the Ethernet kind of increased the profile of the board. So it used to be that there was this thing jutting out here, and then the pins were jutting out on the bottom. And so it gave a larger, thicker kind of overall profile to the board. And so we decided to flip it around so the Ethernet and the USB is now on the same side of the board as the pins. And so this dramatically decreased the profile thickness of the board. And so we may be able to fit more than 6 in one U now. We may be able to fit, you know, maybe 8, maybe even 10. I don't know. We're going to give it a go. But what this means also for thermals on the board is that we're going to be putting a heat sink on this side that's going to draw the heat away from the components on the other side, which is really good for the overall health of the board as well, thermally speaking. It does mean that we're currently capped on 2260 for the M.2, and so the M.2 is going to end right about there. So we're not going to be able to do boards longer than 2260 for M.2. Also, another change we made is we have connected male header pins. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the old pins were surface mount. These are through-hole header pins. They're also consolidated, so in the last version we had like 4 pins, and then we had 3, and then we had 4, and there was a little gap between them, and it made things very difficult in manufacturing, and also just in putting a board on top of this one. And so we consolidated the pins together. It's probably what a lot of you think is a no-brainer, but consolidated the pins, and this makes it a lot less wobbly, and also a lot less kind of difficult to manufacture as well. So win-win altogether on that. And I think that's really all that's changed. We may have an option for delivery without these pins being soldered on. If you want a ultra low profile kind of minimalist board. And we may have an option as well to have the board just come with the PoE daughter card on top. Now, when we do create the PoE, it's going to be a lot shorter than it was before. Originally, we were going to have the PoE cover the entire 120 by 40. But with this configuration, we're going to have the PoE or any other shields be a lot shorter. So they'll only be about probably half the size of the board, which would also decrease manufacturing costs and complexity and a lot of other things. So hope you like this update. Please let me know any comments or feedback you have, and see you guys on the next one.